What's up, guys? I've got a little special episode for you today. As you can see, this is a new area, and this is not exactly our same map. I decided I'm going to give you guys a little special treat. A few of you have commented that you enjoy the building of 7 Days to Die more than anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the Ultimate Base series. And we'll have a few episodes on here building the Ultimate Base, and if you guys want, I can definitely live here. That's definitely an option. I don't have a problem with that. Some of you guys might be against that. You might want to go 100% pure survival, everything built legit. You know, that's totally up to you. Leave your comments, let me know what you want me to do. But for this episode, we're going to design a functioning base that is zombie-proof. And I have already tested my walls, and I would have recorded me building the walls for you guys, but it's a little tedious, and it's very, very repetitive. And I don't think you guys want a 20-minute to 30-minute episode of me just building a wall. It's just, no. I wouldn't enjoy watching that, so I wouldn't punish you guys to watch that. I do have 2 towers. I was going to build 4, and I probably eventually will, but, you know, it was taking up some time, and I really wanted to get to recording and getting this episode out, since it's the evening and my son's asleep, and right now that's the only time I actually have available to record, until I upgrade to, you know, a different room, should I say, for recording. But, and that'll happen eventually as the channel grows. I will dedicate more time and better facilities for recording, of course. So let's go ahead and jump to it. You know, we don't have a whole heck of a lot of time, so I'll just give you a quick tour. Like I said, we are in a creative mode at the moment. I've got this made out of reinforced concrete, and the entire facility is surrounded by the barbed wire fencing on the bottom and on the top. And like I've stated before, I have sat through a night in this thing, and not one zombie was able to get through. I do see that there is one section missing here, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Barbed wire fence. And I do realize in my last episode the reason why I could not build the fence was because I didn't have barbed wire already made. For some strange reason I was thinking the whatever it is, scrap metal was enough to do it, and it wasn't. Just gonna do a little patrol around here, check on the perimeter, see how things are. Now, these things don't actually destroy, depending on how many zombies are killed on it, like the spikes are. These things, although they're hard, they can be destroyed by a zombie literally punching on it. If the zombie doesn't get within the range of these things where they get caught in it, they can stand there and punch on it. And that's the only vulnerability that these things actually have. But we're going to go ahead and get to building. I built a little gravel path coming down here with some little decorative lights and stuff like that. I was experimenting, since I am in a creative menu, with like the different house lights and stuff, but since this is the first alpha release, creative mode wasn't actually intended to be in the game, so the physics of it just isn't right. I mean, like if I set a stove down, that stove does not switch positions like a furnace would in Minecraft, for instance. So it's set to one position. When I set it down, it's facing whatever way it wants to face, and that's just all there is to it. I don't have a choice to that. So that sucks. The same way with lights, like the porch lights and stuff like that, because I think that would be just really cool to have porch lights on this thing. But again, unfortunately, that's just not going to happen because they are set to one certain position too. And unless I build according to that exact position, it's not going to happen. And I don't want to limit my builds because of a porch light. So, question is, what are we going to build first? Well, I'm thinking we should probably start on a little house. It doesn't have to be little. I mean, it could be 2 stories. You can have a basement. But I've only got so much room here, and unfortunately, as I was building this huge monstrosity of a base, I didn't realize until after the walls were up, until after all the defense perimeters were set up, that there is a zombie spawn area in here. It's not a major one, like 1 or 2 zombies during the night will spawn in here. So I don't have a problem with that. We can easily dispatch them. It's not enough to move this base. As of Alpha 1, zombies have set spawn areas. The developers have stated that they are going to change that behavior, so we're going to be fine with that. They also, there's a lot of changes that's going to be happening. They do not intend on the zombies to actually attack in hordes like they have been. That's just something they set into the game to test the dynamics of it, to test the physics, everything that they put into this game. They're not going to keep attacking like that. That's not what their plans are. These zombies are eventually going to have an AI of their own, and along with all the NPC characters and stuff like that, they plan on putting in here. So rest assured, it's not going to be a tower defense type game forever. I mean, it still technically is, but not in the aspect of rushing hordes every night. That's not what the developer's vision is, and that's good, because that would get very tedious and boring after a while. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of sort of burned out a little bit on 7 Days to Die, only because it's an Alpha 1 right now. There's only so much you can do. I mean, in all technicality, since this wall's up and zombies really can't get past it, we've already accomplished a major part of the game just by building this wall. You know, the rest of it is just repetitive stuff. You know, once I get a farm built and we're right next to a lake and I go get sand and stuff like that, I'm making glass jars and we got infinite water and food. I mean, technically we're good. You know, we've beat what it is we had to beat already just by a wall, you know. But, you know, who cares? It's a great game. I love it. I'm going to stick with this thing until the very end, until the release, and then it's just going to be awesome. I'm rambling on, so let's go ahead and get into our build menu here and put these back. These are here in case zombies spawn in. I don't think we're going to need the reinforced concrete anymore. So what are we going to build this house out of? Well, I'm thinking a flagstone with wood. No. What kind of floors do I want to do? Dirt floors. Yeah, we can do that. Brick, no. Industrial tile. That look like crap. No thanks on that. Oh, these are nice little planks here. Let's try that. I don't think you can actually get these planks legitly. And anything else? We can build a traditional kitchen type stuff, but I don't want to do that. The roof, I'm not even gonna try with that. Again, not designed to be in here, so it doesn't set right. This is not Minecraft. It is not going to look correctly. So I'm thinking of putting our house over here, because we don't have that big tower blocking us. So let's go ahead and pick out a little design for our house here. I'm thinking we'll come in here. Okay, this thing is acting very slow for some reason, and I don't know why. That's why I like getting rid of this grass. Ugh, that's why I got rid of the the grass on the, whatever episode that was we did. So what's this gonna be? Well, this is gonna be a living room, per se, right? Yeah, a living room. And we can kind of go a decent size on this house if we want to. This is just going to be for aesthetics, pretty much. I mean, it's not like the living room is going to serve any purpose. Everywhere but where I want it to go. Go figure. Alright. Let's get this little living room area down here. Okay. Come in the doors. You got the living room here. Do we want to have, what, a kitchen off of this wall, I guess? So, 1, 2... Is that 3? Nope, that's 2. Alright, this will be our little kitchen area. Ah, and I seen that coming too. I really actually planned on making this just a commentary episode, like I did on my Let's Build a House. But to be honest, I don't know. I've got stuff to say, but I didn't think it would be enough to dedicate to an actual full commentary. I didn't want to bore you guys to death with stuff that I usually talk about a lot. Oh, and just so you know, my wife got on me hardcore. Well, not hardcore, but she nicely let me know that she's noticed a lot of my episodes that I tend to ramble on about the same thing over and over again. If I do that, please don't feel like you're going to offend me by saying anything. That's what the comments are for, guys. I'm not one of them type of YouTubers that are going to, you know, totally dismiss your comment or disable it or block you because I didn't like what you had to say. No, I don't do that. If you think I ramble on, if you think I sound stupid, if you think I'm doing something stupid, by all means, put it in the comments, okay? Worst thing that's going to happen is you might get some thumbs down, you might get marked as spam, but I'm going to ask you guys not to do that. If somebody, unless they're being very stupid, okay, and, you know, they're being a troll, fine. But if somebody's got something negative to say and they don't like something, by all means, leave a comment there. You know, you don't have to hide it or nothing like that. I want people to be open, and I want to be able to see the comments, so, which, you know I have the ability to look at it, but, you know, I just want your guys' honest opinions, okay? So if I ramble on, tell me I ramble on. You know, don't have my wife jumping me because I do it. I'd rather you guys tell me. Alright, so here's our kitchen, here's our living room. We're definitely going to want a bedroom of some sort. I'm not going to worry about storage and stuff like that because I'm going to have different facilities set up for that. You know, I just want this... I mean, the house is technically just aesthetics anyway. I mean, it's not like you really need a house once you're protected anyway. So, do we want to put a hallway here, or we can dedicate this as a hallway? We could. We very well could. Let's, oh gee, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. I guess we could put the hallway here. Let's try that. Let's make the hallway 3 wide. I guess we could make it just a big old bedroom if we wanted to, right? Big old master bedroom. Don't really need a dining room, at least not yet, because although they have the dining room tables, again, problems facing it and all that. It's not going to work out very well. Might have to have an entrance come from the kitchen, though. I mean, I might literally have to put in a dining room just for looks. But then again, no, I don't. Let's just make this a big old bedroom. I'm fine with that. That looks like it's going to be plenty big enough. Alright. There's our flagstone. Do we want to do flag the whole thing, or do we want to do some like log cabin wood or something? I don't know. I know I want to get my corners up. Walk in here. Definitely want to have at least 2 high windows with that, and then that would be our ceiling, right? Yeah, that could be our ceiling. No. Well, yeah. It'll be that way. Is that how I want it? Oh, I don't know. No, that's not how I want it. That is not how I want it. Okay. Gonna have... Oh, it's a pig. Okay. So 1, 2 high windows. We're gonna have that. Some wood. Then we're gonna have... It's gonna be some pretty high ceilings, but you know what? I don't care. Then we'll have this up here. Alright. I think we got it now. Technically, that would not be holding right now if the physics were true in this game. That's way too much weight. That would crumble. That's alright. Let's go ahead and get some more corners down here. Ah, that's not what we wanted to do. Damn it. Some more flagstone anyway. Every time I hear flagstone, I think of the, you guys remember the Flintstones, the motion picture? Flagstone! I know, I'm a big kid. Alright, so... is that the right height? I believe it is. I'm just doing this as a guidance pretty well, so I know where I'm going. And then we'll have another corner over here. Not that it really matters. You're not going to see this corner. Up one more, right? Yeah. Oh, why did I do that? That isn't... I am such a derp sometimes, I swear. Alright. So... That's a little bit of a glitch, isn't it? Go away. Go away! It'll go away. Slug one more up. Okay. It's getting dark out. Let's change that. Now we can see good. Alright, so I got my corners up. I definitely want to have like a little archway here for the door. So I've got my corners. Now we need to figure out... I guess we can do just a regular wood, because... Let me see how this is going to look. Let me just see here. See if this is going to look anywhere decent. And we're definitely going to use an auger for this. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and cut all this stuff out like this manually. That would suck. Alright, what does this look like? Does that look good? I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I do. Alright, we're going to stick with that. So we can just go regular wood planks here. And then we'll just do... do we want wood planks or do we want log cabin wood? Good question. Let's look. Log cabin wood. Switch that. Okay. So this would be the log cabin wood. And then this would be the planks. What do you think looks better? Like, I'm gonna hear you answer anyway. The log cabin wood seems to match a little better.